are.
We are.
We are MBC.
We are.
We're the storytellers of Mason High School.
We are. We are.
We are.
We are.
We are.
We are the best student-run broadcast.
We are.
We are fans excited
about bringing you Comet Sports News.
We are.
We are.
We are. We are by the students, for the students.
We are.
We are.
We are your primetime homeroom.
We are.
We are
MBC.
Welcome to this edition of MBC News. In today's broadcast, our reporters are bringing you stories making headlines here at MHS, some you'll never forget. Football season may be over, but Megan Stamper has a story of our boys of fall reaching out, family to family.
When Brian Kastner took over as head football coach 3 years ago, one of the main principles he stressed was the importance of family. In that time, the football family has often had to lean on each other in times of need. Recently, Mason's family reached out when a neighboring community and rival lost a member of their football family. Springboro, the team that knocked off the Comets in Week 1, was dealt a tragic blow when they lost one of their football players to a car accident days before their first playoff game. When Mason caught wind of this loss, they decided to lend a helping hand and help Springboro in their time of need.
Coach Kastner originally sent me the email and said, what do you think we should do? And then I am such a softie that I said, we have to do something. So when we couldn't give it from the Touchdown Club, we decided we needed to come up with another idea. And I decided, okay, I'll do it. We'll just put buckets out, we'll get the money and see how it goes. And luckily, our football family is great because $325 in a matter of a couple hours, that's really good.
Although getting through times like these is never easy, Springboro head coach Ryan Wilhite says having the support of surrounding communities has made it easier.
Oh, you feel like you're not going through it alone, for sure. It's a humbling feeling to know that other people can, not only do they feel your pain, but they also can identify with you because everybody has young people in their lives that mean a lot to them. And for someone to lose someone, that's one of the hardest things to go through. So not only do you have the support financially and those kind of things, but also to know that other people care, other people notice, and other people are praying for that family. It helps a lot.
Family is always there for you through the trying times in life. And although on the field, Mason and Springboro may be rivals, off the field they are there for each other when the going gets tough. I'm Megan Stamper, MBC News.
Chemotherapy is nothing new to Mason, but thankfully we live in a giving community. Taylor Neville has done something no reporter ever has to bring you the story.
For some, getting their hair done means changing the color, trimming it up, or getting those pesky split ends cut off. But for senior Sammy Carr, she decided to make her haircut a little more meaningful by cutting 13 inches off to donate to cancer patients with hair loss.
I think that for me it was to find something to help out and give back, and I think that with the Mason community we're always struck with tragedy, and it runs in a lot of people's families. My friends have cancer, had cancer, teachers, and so it was just a way for me to give back. And so I ended up searching for places that I could donate my hair. I mean, I sat there thinking about cutting my hair and it scared me, but then I was thinking about, these cancer patients who don't have that option. They didn't have the option to cut their hair. They lost their hair.
Mason High School German teacher Melissa Jurowitz and senior Liz Lothrop both struggled from hair loss from chemotherapy.
I was diagnosed with leukemia in 2008, and about 3 months into treatment I lost my hair. Before I knew that I was going to lose my hair, I was just like, well, I put it in a ponytail and I had my aunt cut it and I donated it to the Pantene Beautiful Links. And I just think it's a great cause because, the hair goes to someone that lost theirs, and obviously you still want to, going through cancer, a lot of your looks change, and being able to at least have hair and look however you want, it's a good feeling.
I was diagnosed with breast cancer on September 9th of 2011, and once the results confirmed that I would need chemotherapy, one of my first questions was, am I going to lose my hair? And there was a certain drug that I needed to take that meant that my hair was going to fall out. Well, I think it's a really noble and honorable act because, especially for a woman or a girl, your hair really is part of your identity. You spend a lot of time fixing it and caring for it and trimming it and cutting it and styling it, and to make that donation of your hair for someone who can't have their own hair at that time, I think is really honorable and noteworthy.
Cancer patients have no choice when it comes to hair loss. Side effects like chemotherapy take a huge toll on the person's self-esteem. But thankfully, we have students like Sammy Carr who donate and give away their hair to make those cancer patients look beautiful on the outside, even when they're feeling awful on the inside.
Are you ready?
I'm Taylor Neville.
MBC News. Passing 4,000 faces each day makes it easy to feel that we're all the same. Reporter Anna Fagan challenged this stereotype by digging deeper into our halls.
In an attempt to burst the bubble surrounding our lives in Mason, Teacher Academy and North College Hill High School teamed up to give each group a taste of the other's lives. Students from each school got the opportunity to spend the day shadowing a student from the opposite school. Teacher Academy instructor Nancy Flickinger used the experience to break commonly held stereotypes and broaden the minds of her students.
This year our focus has really been as we all have our own story that makes us the person we are. And every year when Mason kids get ready to go to North College Hill for that part of the exchange, the comment I hear from them is, oh my gosh, what are they going to think of us? Are they going to think that we're from this, you know, rich area, or are they going to think that we live in farm country? And when the kids meet one another, they realize that they are so much alike.
Mason student Elena Bush and North College Hill student Josh Denson took full advantage of the opportunity to learn about lives so different from their own.
It makes you realize that there's more to a student than just like where they come from or what they have like to work with, I guess is the best way to say that. And that like some of these students come from nothing, but they are seriously some of the most amazing people that I've ever met in my life, and just their personalities and how compassionate they are, it really just surprised me. And so I think that it's really, I mean, we say it all the time, like not to judge a book by its cover, but I think that it just really proves why you shouldn't do that.
When I came here, I've been welcomed by everybody. It's like real fun. I love the environment here. I think it's like real refreshing, like just to see how like other people go to school. Like I like this atmosphere. Like I really, that's what I've been saying all day. Like I love the atmosphere here. It's like to see how North College Hill runs and see like a different, like just structure of schooling. It's like I really love it. Like I like it here.
Through the experience, Teacher Academy students were able to prepare for the reality of the world they'll soon be facing and create bonds with students who, to their surprise, were the same at heart despite the differences in atmosphere. I'm Anna Fagan, MBC News.
Winter sports is in full swing, and one Comet team already has their sights on a deep postseason run. RJ Thompson and Declan O'Grady lead the Mason Comet hockey team as they look to skate away with yet another league title. Matt Stevens goes on the ice with the story.
While the National Hockey League bickers over their collective bargaining agreement, there's still high school hockey to be played. For the Mason High School hockey team, their expectations continue to grow after 4 consecutive state appearances and winning the league last season. Mason head coach Seth Knutson feels the depth and the culture of his team gives him an edge in reaching his team expectations.
We have a lot of really good players on the team, and we have a lot more depth than some of the other teams. So that's important when you're playing hockey when there's a lot of people there on the ice at all times. The goals this year for us are to play well in every single game, but specifically our goal is to win our league and repeat as league champs just like last year. The players that are seniors now are used to the expectations we have as coaches, and the team's been very successful the last couple of years, and that winning culture is very important.
Senior RJ Thompson recognizes obstacles, but feels the Comets' passion and hard work will drive them further as the season progresses.
You know, we lost our first game of the season, and after that we kind of went in the locker room like, you know, obviously losing sucks. We don't want to lose any games, and after that we really stepped it up at practice and, you know, start taking it more seriously. We have a lot of passion, obviously, to do good this year. Obviously, we want to repeat as league champions, and in order to get there, we have to work really hard. So the passion's there. In practice, we work hard. In games, we work even harder.
Center Declan O'Grady acknowledges each player is making an impact on reaching the team goals.
In March, we're hoping to be in the state championship. Obviously, that's our main goal. Obviously, win the league tournament, be league champs, and make the state and possibly win it. It's great being a part of the team.
Every team in every sport has a set of early expectations. The Mason hockey team is no different. Whether it be winning the league or qualifying to compete at the state level, the Comets have their eyes focused on a late postseason run. I'm Matt Stevens, MBC Sports.
Most athletes see and hear their parents in the stands. But for one student athlete, her dad is not only her fan, but her coach as well. Sloan Schreier has a story.
When leaving the house in the morning, most high school students don't have to worry about their parents seeing their every move throughout the day. Most students would consider it a nightmare to have their parent as not only a teacher, but also their coach. For MHS junior Maureen Sullivan, she chooses to give what students would hate a positive outlook. Mark Sullivan, head swimming and water polo coach, balances being a dad and a coach to Maureen.
Having my dad as my coach for both of my varsity sports it's hard and convenient. I never get to slack or skip practices, and he gets really mad if I do have to. He knows that I can try, and he always pushes me to go harder. But then it's bittersweet because I get annoyed with it and angry.
Despite the pressures put on Maureen, the relationship at home with her dad is far from serious.
We're a lot more silly with each other.
Maybe I act younger than I actually am, but we just kind of have fun together. I mean, Maureen doesn't go out much, so she I'm like one of her only friends, I think. So I think it's, I tend to play.
Not true.
I tend to play at her age level sometimes, and we have fun with it. Our big thing of late, of course, she gets it all out on Instagram or whatever you guys call it. Is we like when we go places, we'll put masks on for like Halloween. And we walked into a hardware store and we put hats on together. It seems like every time we find a place that has hats or masks, we tend to kind of put them on.
And then they're on Instagram.
While the two have a good relationship outside the pool, when it comes to her dad being a coach, there are boundaries.
I got to be just like everyone else's coach and push her as well as the other kids to achieve goals. But I think it's worked out really well. I mean, I think we get along really well. And I think she knows where we draw the line between being a parent and being a coach. She knows when I'm a coach and she knows when I'm a parent. So when we're at home, we're very relaxed. I try not to talk swimming when we're at home. I don't sit down in front of a video camera and watch and show critique of swimming. I'm not that crazy. I mean,
Wow.
I try to keep swimming at the pool and I try to keep family at home.
Whether it's in the classroom, at the dinner table, or in the pool, Maureen and Mark keep a lively relationship despite the excessive amount of time they spend together. I'm Sloan Schreier, NBC Sports.
In print, on air, online, Mason's making news daily. Go to theCSPN.com for clips, pics, and stories of Comets in action. Be it in the classroom, on the court, or in the community. Read full editions of the Chronicle right on your browser. Like us on Facebook or follow us on Twitter to get breaking news updates. Or check out our YouTube channel for full episodes of NBC broadcasts. TheCSPN.com. Go green. Online.
I hope you're prepped for this, kids in the hall, because it may be the last one we ever see.
With all the hype about the Mayan calendars, the new hit TV show The Walking Dead, and Doomsday Preppers, everyone's focused on the end of the world. With only 9 days left until the Armageddon, we asked you, kids in the hall, what do you want to do before the world ends?
Go skydiving.
Skydiving.
I want to skydive.
I want to go skydiving.
I would like to go skydiving.
I want to go skydiving.
I want to go bungee jumping.
I want to wrestle a mountain lion.
I want to throw a huge party and invite the whole world to come, and there'll be lots of great music and lots of great food, and we'll just spread all the love around, and then we'll watch the world crumble around us.
I prepare for the zombie apocalypse.
I want to marry Channing Tatum.
I want to marry Channing Tatum.
I would like to streak at a professional sports event.
I finally want to meet everybody's childhood hero, Mike Tibbetts.
Rob a bank.
I want Rihanna to tweet back at me.
Yeah, I would like to get my family budget in order. I'm going to use Excel to do it.
Get friends. I want to knit my own sweater.
I like to go to Italy.
Watch every single Nicolas Cage movie ever.
I want to marry Kim Kardashian.
I want to fly.
I want to fly and marry Kim Kardashian.
Whether it's the end of the world or the beginning of the new year, experts say the world will keep spinning for quite some time. But we've heard these scares before. We survived the Y2K and the 2011 end of the world prophecy. So it looks like you might still have some time to skydive, travel the world, or even date a celebrity. But then again, a giant asteroid could slam into the planet, and so much for planning ahead. I'm Kathy Connor, MBC News.
Thanks for joining us for this edition of MBC News. As always, we're committed to bringing you the news of students making the news here in Comic Country. For everyone in front of and behind the cameras, I'm Brandy Emerson.